he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything. It brings up 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Michel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. On that incompletion, I'm just glancing down at the Week 11 slate. Pretty big game in Seattle, Green Bay at the Seahawks. Two teams, of course, that met in the NFC title game a few years back.
Yeah, and at this point of the year, both teams have not had the success that they've wanted, but they're both led by elite quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, Russell Wilson in Seattle. No doubt about it, this has to be a must-win game for both of these squads.
Yeah, and both of those quarterbacks know that. They're going to have their teams fired up. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards.
Easy. 21.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Des Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England opponent's 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They give it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Des Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He sets to fire, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dez Bryant, 34 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with a clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's going to go for a big play down. And now here's another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960. And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Got it.
They get it to him running left. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brand, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. passing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Brady now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
From the gun, it's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Easy. 36, 36. On 4. Ready, my shot.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Floating one, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
36, 36.
Now Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Ready, my shot.
Breeze is looking to throw. incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, now Breeze. Steps away to his left. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
12.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
20! By 20!
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have
and now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the storyline of this one.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Sideways, sideways.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on back. I got the beam in the flat. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking, and they hate cats. Pockets they fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha
Yeah.
blesses me.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The dangerous Hill now to return. And a good return. He's across the 35. Yard line right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
14. Ready. 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air, that's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And Bell is right into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Newton. Able to get away, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Craig Robertson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again is Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off play action. Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The football going back over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
I certainly do, and I think people were wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle, where they ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs. And when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, many wondered if their psyche had really been affected. But they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas. And that is working very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas. Channeling his inner Joe Horn from back in the day. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina takes the field again here. And, you know, I was thinking earlier in this game back to Super Bowl 50, that Carolina team that went 15-1, how great that squad was. I don't know that this year's version is as good as that, but they're starting to play more like that team, aren't they?
They certainly are, and then they've got an added element. I think they're a little more explosive at more positions than that team that was 15-1. What I mean by that is Christian McCaffrey can run it inside, but you get him out into open space and catching the ball, that gives you a whole different element than what they had before. Curtis Samuel's starting to come along.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Funchess has it complete, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
1
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, with that incompletion, what do you say that we look around the league and give some defensive players some love? You okay with that?
Let's do it. Let's rattle off a few guys. Von Miller, every year we talk about him, we should do it again. He's, again, one of the top sack leaders in the NFL. One name you don't talk about, but should, is Danielle Hunter with the Minnesota Vikings, really coming into his own as a pass rusher. Aaron Donald, I think he's worth every nickel the LA Rams have spent. Strong favorites in the NFC West. J.J. Watt is back. And that's not a pun either because he's back from back surgery, okay? He is playing awfully well, still continuing to get to the quarterback, and is also J.J. Watt knocking passes out of the air. But how about a special category? How about teammates and or brothers? Add Bradley Chubb to Von Miller, the rookie out of North Carolina State. Add T.J. Watt with Pittsburgh to J.J. Watt. And maybe it could be a combo trophy for them.
This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 37. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball,
he's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Here we go. 21. 21. 59, Mike to 59.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
21.
On third and long, it's Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions. You know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
21.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Breeze now to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better than that.
We'll find out. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first down, Newton. Forced out to his left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On second down, here's Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, you change. Change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it on. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out anywhere. Tell them you don't need none. Yup, like in the Kango enter. New Cadillac with some all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Just used to getting things from a chat, so I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. The right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That electric Kansas City offense takes the field again. And a lot of the talk this year, understandably, has been about Patrick Mahomes. But really, this is just a fun team to follow, is it not?
It really is. And when you think about their head coach, Andy Reid, and his ability to adapt to the talent he has, adapt to how they play football in 2018, actually be ahead a little bit. Because you see elements of college offenses in his. You see, of course, the spreading the field and throwing it to his fast guys like Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce does a little bit of everything at tight end. Kareem Hunt. I love this offense. And they're winning games essentially 42-28. Their defense has the benefit of playing essentially every game with a 14-0 lead. So this is how they're winning. Not on lockdown defense, but really through exciting offense.
And now as the weather gets colder and they're having a good season, this is the time to be tailgating at Arrowhead. This is
There is no doubt. Smell that barbecue cooking and hear that crowd chanting and singing the national anthem. Home of the Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now, the Los Angeles Rams, they continue to be a great story this season. A solid team. That wonderful start, although they did lose Week 9, obviously, to New Orleans. So the 72 Dolphins celebrated again.
Yeah, they got a chance to hug it out and still be the last team to go undefeated in modern football. 17-0 that team was, but let's face it, no one shedding any tears for the Rams after that loss to New Orleans. They still have weapons galore on offense, a stout defensive front led by Aaron Donald, leading their division. They're aiming for the playoffs, and as all their moves in the offseason and during the season picking up Dante Fowler Jr. to rush the passer, they're shooting for the Super Bowl.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it. The defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Allen Bailey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Shell.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 59 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Well, Charles, the trade deadline obviously is now passed. So you look back at the number of guys that went different places. Which trade caught your eye the most?
Well, there are a few of them, and they all had one thing in common as far as I could tell. They're all made with the idea of that team winning big this year. Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix from Green Bay to Washington. Washington in first place at the time when they make the trade. They're thinking about winning their division and advancing in the playoffs, getting more help in the secondary. How about Golden Tate going from Detroit to Philadelphia? The Eagles trying to defend their Super Bowl championship, adding a receiver for Carson Wentz. Eli Apple from the Giants to New Orleans. They're thinking about not just defending the NFC South, but maybe having to play the LA Rams again in the playoffs with another corner. And Amari Cooper going from Oakland to Dallas because Dallas believes if they have a threat out wide, it'll open things up for Ezekiel Elliott and get the Cowboys back up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Goff. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Got some room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now he'll escape to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Goff now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
That he's into the clear. The 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He may try and run for this, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Super 66.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Merlin.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Block 20. Super 1.
On first down, it's gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, I want to revisit our preseason Super Bowl picks.
Must we?
Well, we're getting closer and closer toward the playoffs. So who did you have? You had the Falcons.
I had Atlanta.
But you couldn't predict all those injuries the Falcons
Couldn't
had.
predict all the injuries, and heading into their open week, they had won 2 in a row, and then beat Washington after the open week. So all is not lost, but still enough guys are out that maybe it's not the best prediction. But I did have Pittsburgh, I believe, on the AFC side, and they are really starting to come on.
Sadly, I don't even remember who I had. I think it's going to sound like, oh, yeah, revisionist history. I think I had Rams and Patriots, so I'm going to stick with that.
That actually sounds familiar to me. I do believe you did have Rams in New England, and you are on track with those 2 teams.
Gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Goff on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now it's Gurley. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. They'll find Everett there complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll try to run with Hunt. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1 yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Redskins.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains bust down. Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the choke. I be out on a late night. Opposite of play.
Is that what you want, nephew?
My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite.
Nephew, do you want that trauma again?
$50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your They hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart.
It's already sent.
Oh, tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the choke. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me
Where you going?
I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't
I might get hit them right here.
drop whole game in the choke. I balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I
De'Aaron Fox move as fuck.
Tell me something I don't
Hey,
like when it
die me.
game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax.
Zion punch that bitch, Keith. I know you've seen it live. So Zion punched that bitch. I know you watched it live.
EA Sports coverage of the
Trying to-
National Football
He
League
trying to break
is
the fucking
on
rim,
air.
don't he?
The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And that drives coaches insane.
Damn. I'm going for 70 this game. I'm going for fucking 70. You think I'm gonna get it? What do you think the score gonna be? Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, Mars. That score sounds stupid. That score literally sounds stupid. Go ahead. Why you started?
When they see
You don't want none. They feel me swing right back to the money. I don't want none. Caught up black, do her dance. On the fucking run. 21. So hard. On the block. Shit. Pause. Hold up. Alright, I'm ready. What's up?
it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
10. Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, there's 2 that you just... And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 52 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right.
Give me that shit, boy.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Houston Texans, Charles, they had that 0-3 start, and then they got hot. And I don't know, maybe it's because of that slow start. Is that why we're not hearing as much about them as a contender this year?
I think that is a huge...
Ooh!
In addition, Kansas City's been so excited and winning a lot of games. New England is New England, and the playoff games have been them. The Chargers, they've been on the scene a little bit because Phil Rivers is so recognizable. And, of course, Pittsburgh now getting back in form. So, you're right. When they were 0-3, they were pretty much buried.
Oh, I could pick. Ooh!
Sean Watson said at that time, we're going to get this thing right. Don't jump on the bandwagon then. Jump on it now because we're going to be pretty darn good. And he was so correct.
A 1st down carry now for Miller.
Ooh.
Leaps past him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14
Watch the soy sauce. Watch the soy sauce. Watch the soy sauce alert.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, it wasn't.
Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic a bit.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jadavian Clowney there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Whitney Merciless. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
That's a pick if you throw a good pass right there.
As he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watson now to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield.
Nah, it's always been 3 players.
On that play, and look for them to try it again.
Always been 3 players.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
No, a safety is 2 points, a field goal is 3 points, nigga.
action from Miller. Now Watson.
What's up?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding.
No.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
Ah, cook you on the field.
Watson
Ah,
on
cook you
first
on the
down.
field.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Javon Hargrave able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
Come back, come back. Reset.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Demarius Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
That's your motherfucker. That's your shit, nigga. You should cutting up like a motherfucker, too.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Every nigga in the team, you seen it.
And this return net's
that's your internet, nigga, because you cutting out.
We
can't hear shit you
to the
saying.
27-yard line.
We can't hear shit you saying, nigga.
Getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start out on the ground. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates.
You would never beat me either.
What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're putting together a formula for winning
Neither one of y'all
defense,
niggas ever
exactly
beat me
what we're
on
seeing in this
lifetime on
game.
earth.
Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
Give me that shit. Give me my fucking interception. Stop fucking playing with me, man.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's never been
yes,
an idea
nigga. Yes, I am.
Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Must have been a pick, nigga.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Hell yeah. That's good shit.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's crazy as fuck.
4th down conversion plays.
Oh, that's crazy as hell.
Yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks
that's
make a
crazy as
drastic
hell.
shift forward.
That's just Madden, bruh. That's literally just Madden. Like, they give me the drop pick, then let him get that shit on 4th down. Alright. This is a run play. I know what this is.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, they gave him a 1st down for that bullshit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. the shotgun. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down.
Give me that shit. Oh, my God, man. Come on.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just
Because, what's it called? I got that sound shit on. Yeah, man, they fucking my fucking pick over, man.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
This shit. Oh.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Madden just blessed you and gave you one.
Decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Then he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. Tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
It happens sometimes.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going deep for
Let's go D-Hop. Ah! Damn.
This is gonna be intercepted.
That's tough. I thought he caught that shit.
And it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the
Right. You got to catch them, Hopkins. You like a 95 or something, bro.
and pull in the interception.
You need them.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown.
What?
A good pick up there of 20 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son.
I'm telling you.
He finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide
Give me that
receivers.
shit. Come on. Oh, look at the next shit, bruh. Look at the next shit, bruh. Come on, man. Now, this is some Madden shit right here. Madden trying to say, listen, you busted ass too much tonight, you going to kill himself. You got to chill out a little bit. But this shit right here, nigga, you throwing that shit right to me.
I think the biggest one is occurring south of the border, no doubt. How about the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Rams playing in Mexico City?
Hell yeah.
Team unbeaten.
These niggas see that shit.
But still, one of the biggest games of the year
From
in
the
the
pick
NFL.
right there, he threw that shit right to me.
Shared the state of Missouri. They used to play for the Governor's Cup. Now they're going to play in Mexico City.
He threw a pick last round, didn't let me catch it, then he got touchdown out of that shit.
First
Threw a pick a second ago, they didn't let me catch
I
it.
was just going to say, I think that might be the
That's
case.
good booty.
Can
Come here.
anybody slow down Patrick Mahomes? Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Fuck up off my ass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Thank
He
you.
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Daniel McCullers able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Watson, off play action. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
I'm blocking 6. I don't know how he's getting in with pushing 3 niggas. I'm blocking 6 people.
This is 3rd and long.
Shit, stupid as fuck.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I'm telling you.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Don't matter. I should have had picks a long ass time ago. It don't matter, nigga. They didn't drop a user pick in the middle of the field. I can play to before that shit. I should have had the pick.
Take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it.
Fuck out of here, bro. You was supposed to touch that shit. You was supposed to touch that shit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
For the moment.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Roethlisberger now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it. But
give me that shit. Get the fuck out of here, boy.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 58 yards.
That'd be that Madison I'm talking about.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Right. Say it again. One more time for a real nigga. One more time for a real nigga.
Steps away to his left.
Oh yeah, give me that shit though, nigga.
It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
You can't even hear you, my nigga. I promise you can't hear what you're saying.
Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Open space inside the 10.
Damn, man. Let me get in the fucking end zone, baby.
Inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability.
Oh, they won't let me be great, man. Let me be great, man.
15 and a first. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns.
Let me be great, man.
They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Let me be fucking great, nigga. Let me be fucking great.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play,
Let
but
me
he
be fucking great.
tucked it and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted to practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the play.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 30 yards. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage.
Nigga, you're down by 30 right now. What are you talking about?
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
I hear you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake.
Give me that shit, boy.
My goodness,
Come on. Silly, don't play my usual.
Picked up by Justin Reed, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Ooh, you heard him. You heard him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He can run and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept the rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I already beat that nigga. Ask about me. Ask him about me. He don't play Madden no more. He don't play this one. He don't play this no more. But the last time me and him played, I bust his ass, and he'll tell you that.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they will take over.
He ain't got this one. He don't play it no more.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10. Just shy of
Yeah, he said he don't play like that no more.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room.
Oh my God! Who on the stream still? Watch the sauce, please.
17 yards and moves the sticks.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Ooh, damn, man.
Watson,
Good shit.
and down he goes.
Good shit.
Ryan Shazier coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Run back, goddamn.
Watson now off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, Watson. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
No, that shit
They run a deep snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Miller.
I'm saucing on you.
Lamar Miller.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
5 yards. And the Texans continue to pour it on.
You trying to hit duo after this game?
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's
I'm talking about
this thing
Fortnite,
is
nigga.
flat out finished.
This fielded a few yards into the end
This
zone.
one squads y'all gonna be on. But
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
77.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's looking deep for Bell.
Give me my interception.
Another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will score a pick six.
That boy Pooh. That boy killed Pooh. If we getting on, I'm getting on Fortnite. I'm tired of kicking your ass. My foot hurt. My foot hurt. I'm tired of kicking your ass. Don't come back to about 2-3 more Maddens. You need a couple seasons worth of Madden. You need to hit a couple seasons worth of Madden. Come back Madden 21. Talk to me. I already told you, nigga. And I said, you got the money on PayPal or Cash App, but you can't join unless you pay the money to it. Well, what are you looking to spend on this? What are you looking to spend? Just tell me what you want to spend to get in one, but you don't want that you need to spend like that. You spend a 10, 15, 20, what? I'm loading this shit up.